Alright, this video will probably be shorter than the other ones because I don't have a lot to say, but I just have this thing that's been on my mind and I want to share it. I want to put it out there. If there's something that I would have liked to start doing way before, and I know I could have definitely, around 16, 17, 18, when you really start, at least that in my personal experience, that's when you start noticing how the world really works. And at least that was the age bracket where I really started seeing things differently. I just wished that I would have started challenging myself more often, that I would have, tried things that I never tried before, that I would have put myself in uncomfortable conditions, uncomfortable situations more often, and care less about what others think of what you're doing. And I've already mentioned this in one of I think it was my first or second video, and it's really important, but I won't go over this again today. My point is, if you're watching this video, you probably are someone young with ambitions, with goals, and you're on a similar path, a similar journey to me. So you're trying to discover yourself, trying to discover where you're trying to go, trying to get to those goals, trying to get to that next level in life, basically. But if you want something that you've never had, you have to do something that you've never tried. And this is so true, and this works so well in any aspect of your life. It doesn't have to be financial, it doesn't have to be material, it could be relationships. If you want a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever, you have to try something you've never tried. If you've been doing the same for the past 20 years of your life and you're still single, then I'm sorry, but you gotta change something. You gotta try something new. You gotta start cold approaching people. You gotta start DMing people. You gotta start talking to women. You gotta try something you've never tried. And it's so true in everything that you're gonna want to achieve in your life, essentially. And the thing that I would have really loved to know or to hear from someone older than me before is, whatever feels scary, but you know that the outcomes of this thing could be insane, that the rewards could be 10x what you put in, or that it could just change any aspect of your life, health, wealth, relations, whatever it is, mental health. If it feels scary and uncomfortable and weird, but the upside potential is extremely high and extremely good for you, then you should 100% go for it. And that was content creation for me. I just decided to bet on myself. I just decided to do something that I didn't feel like doing. And I think the gym has helped me a lot with this, because going to the gym, lifting weights, is literally doing this every single day, unless it becomes a routine and you become used to it. But even then, you should switch things up, try putting on more weight, try doing more difficult exercises, or always try to challenge yourself. So yeah, I decided to do YouTube because it was scary, because it's still a little scary. I mean, I'm getting more used to this every video, but yeah, you don't know until you try. It's as simple as that. You don't know if it will work if you don't try it. You don't know if you'll become rich if you don't try to become rich. You don't know if you'll get that girl if you don't try to get that girl. You gotta try out things, especially when you're young, especially when there's no downsides to any actions that you do, because you probably don't have a lot of responsibilities right now. You're pretty free, you probably have a lot of time, and man, just try those things out. And yeah, like at this point in time, I felt like the right thing to do was start creating content, because in the back of my mind, I always knew it was a good thing to do. Everyone knows, everyone says it, like it's not new information. In 2025, everyone should post content. It can change your life in so many ways. Just with YouTube, for example, you can get AdSense, you can get brand deals, you can get sponsors, you can sell courses, sell mentorships, like run your business, sell merch, whatever it is. You can literally change your life around just with YouTube, just with content. And then if you spread this across all the different social media there is out there, it's even more crazy, the opportunities that you get. And forget about just the money. You can meet so many cool people. You can help so many people. You can reach a shit ton of people with social media. It felt really uncomfortable to me to get in front of the camera again, because I did try shooting content before for a business of mine in 2022, I was doing only shorts. I never tried long form content, and I actually enjoyed the creative aspect of doing videos, of shooting, editing, adding some background music, adding some subtitles. I used to do short form a lot, so adding those emojis. Like, I had fun getting creative and personalizing my videos. I thought, why not get back into it? If I enjoyed it, and if I know it can only benefit me from here, at the end of the day, creating content has literally no downsides, at least for me, except the time that it takes out of my day, which is maybe a few hours a day. I count editing and all that stuff. This is a way for me, this is a video journal for me. This is a way to just keep track of myself, of what's in my mind, what are my goals, how's my life looking like right now, what am I doing with my life, where am I headed to. Literally, this is not meant to be a channel that like needs views and is gonna explode in the next 3 months. That's not what I'm aiming for. If it happens, great, I'm gonna be super happy. But if not, it's not a big deal. And just to prove it to you guys, you can literally see on my daily things to do video journal. I didn't write on my to-do list, shoot YouTube video or film content or whatever it is. Like, for me, this is just a journal, except I'm talking to myself or I'm talking to the camera. And I believe that so many people out there, and including me, I'm not excluding myself here, we could benefit so much from taking those little risks, from doing those little uncomfortable things in our daily lives. Whether it be approaching a girl on the street, I'm taking the example of dating again, but whether it be reaching out to this business person that you look up to ask a question, whether it be to start a new job that feels scary or weird, or try this study that you think you're not made for or that you think you couldn't do. For example, I have a friend, and I'm really proud of him, who has always had a hard time in school, always, since very young. He has ADHD and another disorder that makes it hard to learn and to focus in class. So for him, school has always been difficult, and he's gonna go to university next year. And for him, it sounded impossible when he was younger, but he gave himself a challenge, he bet on himself, and here he is. He hasn't finished university yet. He's just graduating right now, kind of college. We have a different education system in Quebec, where I live, in Canada, by the way. But yeah, all of that just to say that I'm proud of him because he bet on himself, even with the disadvantages that he had when starting out. He still bet on himself. He still tried something that he'd never tried, that he never thought could actually work. That's kind of the lesson that I want you to take from this video, and that I wish I would have heard or understood earlier, because I do believe there's a difference between knowing something and understanding something, and it is like night and day, because everyone knows those things, everyone has heard them, everyone has read them. It's so common, like on social media, you see those kind of tips, videos, self-improvement stuff everywhere, but when you really take the time to take the information in and to experience it and to live it for yourself, that's when you understand it. And that's what I understood with the past years of my life that was filled with cool experiences, good and bad. So just remember this from the video. If you want something you've never had, you have to try something you've never tried. By the way, I appreciate everyone watching those videos that I make. I think it's really cool. If there were no views, I would still continue doing them. I'm not getting a lot of views right now, but as I mentioned before, it doesn't really matter. And by the way, if someone could help me out here, because recently CapCut changed their settings and you can't take the watermark out of those videos, you know, this little CapCut watermark here. I've tried it, I've looked it up online, and I couldn't find any really helpful advice. So if anyone knows and would like to help, I would greatly appreciate it, because I don't like this little watermark. But anyways, I'll see you in the next one.